Hi everyone, welcome and thanks for watching this video on the use case of Layer 7 Security Intelligence. I'm Pamela Deason, Marketing Manager for Layer 7 API Security here at Broadcom. Today our use case is going to be presented by Greg Thompson. Over to you, Greg.
Thanks, Pam. I'm a product manager for the Layer 7 API security solution, and we're going to talk about a new experimental set of capabilities around API security intelligence. This gives our customers powerful insights into configuration issues and security issues within the API gateways. Let's get started.
This video will cover some future capabilities that are planned, and as such, the following disclaimer applies. From a Layer 7 portal point of view, we're expanding the capabilities beyond what you currently see in the portal for API management. The goal is to make the Layer 7 portal the central observation and management point for all Layer 7 use cases. Today, you may be aware of the portal for the API management capabilities around this governance and discovery, and all the things required for managing APIs. The portal is being expanded to add intelligence capabilities, which are now available in experimental mode, and also plan to extend to infrastructure management capabilities in the future. If you're not using the portal today, that's no problem. The intelligence capabilities actually do not require you to publish your APIs and for you to leverage the API management capabilities that the portal provides today. The target for this release are really for API gateway users, and the enrollment with the portal is lightweight. You don't need to install the OTK, you don't need to change any policies, and the steps are fairly simple. The goal here really is to simplify the management of gateways. The current experimental release is based on a highly configurable rules engine that allows you to gain insights into your entire Layer 7 infrastructure. This is to provide insights into potential configuration problems, required maintenance tasks, and other issues that may actually result in security exposure. It also provides a customized dashboard and supports reporting via email with other types of reports being added in the future. Some examples may include looking for missing certificates, missing security assertions, patches that have not been applied to certain gateways, and many more. For the experimental release, support will be starting with the Gateway 11.2 release. Kafka is used between the gateways and the portal to securely communicate any gateway configuration changes. Rules are defined within the portal UI, but also, as with all things in the portal, it's available via an API as well. For this release, the focus is on gateway entities, with portal data being added in the future, and the rules may be shown on the dashboard or scheduled via email notifications. From a high-level architectural point of view, you'll see that the gateway is communicating with the Layer 7 control plane, which is the portal stack, via Kafka. Essentially, as with all communication between the gateways and portal today, everything is done via message queues with the gateway initiating communication to the portal. Let's take a look at this in action. When you first log into the portal, you'll notice there's a new menu item called Intelligence. If we click on that, it brings us to the Intelligence dashboard where you'll see reports from all previous rules that have been created. You'll notice you have the ability to sort the columns of these tables. As we scroll down, you'll see other rules that have been created around certificates, services not using require SSL or TLS, patch versions of gateways, insecure JDBC connections, gateway license expiry, and just a listing of active gateway nodes. These are just a very few examples of the types of rules that could be created. You can collapse the dashboard and rearrange the results in the order that you wish to have them. And you can also expand them all. Clicking on the Rules tab takes us to the list of current rules. To add a new rule, we will simply click Add Rule. And then you can click Add Entity, and you'll notice all the various types of entities currently supported, such as JDBC connections, certificate keys, policies, services, etc. In this case, we're going to create a new rule that looks for any trusted certificates that will be expiring in less than 60 days from today, which is indicated by the rolling days. Once we've done that, we have the results. By default, you will only see the certificate name in this case, and to add additional attributes, we just click on the Show Attributes button, and here we can select additional columns that we'd like to see in the table. Note that we can rearrange those columns by simply dragging and dropping. In this case, we see that we have multiple certificates from different domains, and let's filter it down so that we only see certificates from example.com. To do that, we're going to click Add Condition, pick the subject DN, and use contains example.com. We'll now give us a title, example.com certificates expiring in less than 60 days. And go ahead and save it. Once we've saved, you'll notice the Add to Dashboard button now appears, and we can click that to have the results of this rule shown on the dashboard page. We also have the ability to add actions, in this case, email results. You can pick the cadence of the email, the time, the recipients of the email, and you can also customize the content, such as the subject, an introduction that will be displayed before the results, as well as a signature. Going back to the dashboard page, we can now see the results are there. Let's take another example for services not using Require SSL or TLS. We want to edit this rule, and we notice today that a lot of the OAuth toolkit policies are showing up. So let's modify this rule to omit any of the OTK. To do this, we're going to click Add Condition. We're going to pick Folder Path and does not contain OTK. Once we've done this, you'll see the result set is greatly reduced down to only 2 services that are currently on this gateway. The next steps from the experimental release are to move on to infrastructure management capabilities. The first target is around patch management, with the idea being that you could upload patches to the portal and apply those to your gateways remotely. Additional future capabilities include the ability to migrate policy, centralize the policy authoring experience, addition of an MCP server for AI use cases, and additional intelligence-based actions. Again, these are future planned capabilities and are subject to change. To get access to this experimental release, contact gregory.thompson@broadcom.com. We have 2 options for you to either download the artifacts from a Box folder, which includes both portal and gateway experimental builds, or you may use an environment that we provide. It's a full sandbox and ready-to-use environments, although access time limits will apply. Please note, as with all experimental releases from Layer 7, support is provided through the Layer 7 community only, and no Broadcom support cases should be open for this capability. We encourage you to provide feedback around the UI experience, the types of rules you'd like to see out of the box, suggestions for new rules, how useful you find the current capabilities, and if there are other capabilities that you think would be valuable. Any and all feedback is highly encouraged.
That was a lot of great information, Greg. Thank you for presenting, and I'm sure all of our viewers appreciate you taking the time to do this. And thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to look for additional videos on Layer 7 API security use cases that will be coming soon. Bye for now.